Hi students, as in the part 1 we already said there is a great relation is there between the mathematics and as well as physics. Regarding the basic topic of mathematical relations in physics, today we are going to discuss directly proportional relation, second one inversely proportional relation or otherwise indirectly proportional relation. Directly proportional, indirectly proportional or inversely proportional. As we know in mathematics, some of the constants are there, some of them are variables are there. The value of a given quantity will change, it is called as variable. For example, say in mathematics the variables can be represented as by the letters alphabets A, B, C and those all. Or otherwise we can say them as x comma y z and those all. For example, say if we consider the cost of a shirt may be 500 rupees, then what is the cost of two shirts? It's absolutely 1000 rupees. The cost is increasing means the number of shirts also increasing. The number of the shirts increases, cost also increases. A cost of a laddu is 5 rupees. Then what is the cost of 10 laddus? Absolutely 10 into 5 means 50 rupees. As the cost is increasing means number also increases. Here both of them are variables. So here the variables, for example, say the first variable is A and the second variable is B. If the variable A is increases, then variable B is also increases. Variable B decreases by sometimes, whereas well as B also decreases by sometimes. Means we can say A and B are directly proportional. Variable A is directly proportional to variable B. Mathematically it can be read as A is directly proportional to B. A is directly proportional to B. In the next step, to remove the proportionality, we should introduce the symbol equal with a constant. Symbol equal with a constant means to remove this A is equal to K into B. Of course, if the equation is number 1. From this we can say that A by B is equal to K. Let us consider A and B are the two variables. If the variable A is increases or decreases, then B also increases or decreases. It is said to be directly proportional. If the value A becomes A1, constant K does not changes, the value B becomes B1. Next, if this is equation number 2. Now, the value A becomes A2, K does not changes, the value becomes B2. Now, this is equation 3. Divided by 2 by 3 means equation 2 by equation 3. What will be there on the LHS? A1 by A2 is equal to, here the value is K into B1 by K into B2. By cancelling K and K we can get A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. By cross multiplying it becomes A1 B2 is equal to A2 B1. A1 B2 is equal to A2 B1. Once again, if A is directly proportional to B, it becomes A is equals to KB. Final relation becomes A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. Under cross multiplication it becomes A1 B2 is equal to A2 B1. Let us come to the second one, inversely proportional or indirectly proportional. If the variable A is increases, variable B decreases. For example sake, there is only one laddu is there for one person, but the number of persons are 2. But only one laddu is there. Each person will get half and half. Means the number of persons are increasing, quantity of laddu is decreasing. Like that only, if a variable A is increases, variable B decreases. This can be written as A is indirectly proportional to 1 by B. A is indirectly proportional to 1 by B, or it also read as A is inversely proportional to B. A is inversely proportional to B, or A is directly proportional to 1 by B, whatever it may be. Now, to remove this directly proportional, as I said earlier, we should introduce the symbol equal and K. Now, A is equal to K into 1 by B. Now, this can be written as A is equal to K by B, or otherwise A into B is equal to K. Why? Because simply I transferred the B which is there in the denominator to the left hand side. Now, here once again, A is indirectly proportional to 1 by B, or A is inversely proportional to B. That implies A is equal to K into 1 by B. A is equal to K by B. Now, by the expansion process, what happens here? A1 is equal to K by B1. Of course, if it is the equation 1, or A2 is equal to K by B2, equation 2. A1 is equal to K by B1. Here instead of A, I wrote A1. K is equal to, as usual, K is common K. Instead of B, I wrote B1. A2 is equal to K by B2. Now divide 1 by 2. What happens? A1 by A2 is equal to K by B1 total divided by K by B2. What is the next step? A1 by A2 is equal to K by B1 into reverse process B2 by K. K will get cancelled. We can get A1 by A2 is equal to B2 by B1. Now we can say that if A is inversely proportional to B, final result will be A1 by A2 is equal to B2 by B1. Yeah, that means in the case of directly proportional and as well as inversely proportional, we can finalize like this. What are the finalization? If A is directly proportional to B, that implies A is equal to KB, or A by B is equal to K, or A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2. That implies A1 B2 is equal to A2 B1. Here A is inversely proportional to B. That implies A is equal to K by B. That implies AB is equals to K, or A1 by A2 is equals to B2 by B1. Under cross multiplication, A1 B1 is equals to A2 B2. Sir, what is the use of this rule in applying the physics? For example sake, a formula is there for us, F is equals to ma. Now, I want to give the relation between F and A, force and acceleration. By considering the mass as constant, we can write like this: F is equal to K into A. Why? Because I considered the mass as a constant. Now see here, equals to and K is there. By eliminating this, can write like this: F is directly proportional to A. Now, by applying the above principle, A is directly proportional to B, here F is directly proportional to A. What is the final result we got? F1 by F2 is equals to A1 by A2. This is the use of mathematical application of A is directly proportional to B in physics. For example sake, if you consider W is equal to F cross S. Now, I want the relation between F and S. F variable and displacement are in the same side, means they are right hand side. So first of all, we should transfer like this: W by F is equal to S. By 1 we can write. Now, if we consider S is in the numerator, F is in the denominator. Now, one variable is in the numerator, another variable is in the denominator. Now they are said to be inversely proportional. We can write like this: S is inversely proportional to F, or F is inversely proportional to S. A is inversely proportional to B. Here F is inversely proportional to S. Final result: A1 by A2 is equal to B2 by B1. Same like this, what happens? F1 by F2 is equals to S2 by S1. These are all a little bit application in the case of physics. In the next video, we are going to discuss about more number of problems regarding the multiples and submultiples of 10 and mathematical relations in physics. Once again, multiples and submultiples of 10 in the early video, and at the same time some of the mathematical relations that we are going to discuss, more number of worked out examples. Thank you.